have is that I have my own vision.
Blind.
Host Ken, I'm going to tell you the problem that you have. I'm host Eric, and I'm here to tell everyone the problem that everyone has, except for those of us who don't have this problem. And the problem that most everyone has is they are not members of the religion known as Chrislamity, which is, of course, half Christianity, half Islam. Now, note,
All the
of
best
course,
to know.
yeah, it gets only the good parts of the both parts. Okay, so
All virgins, no suicide.
right, there's no suicide bombings, and we get all the Muslim chicks, but
Maybe like one.
they need to be liberated anyway, right? Because the chicks are welcome to Chrislamity. Now we'll accept male converts from Islam, but
Not too many dudes.
okay, not too many, but we'll accept them if they go through the ritual, right? There's
You
a
don't get
ritual.
in Christianity.
There's a ritual.
This religion isn't gonna be able to sustain itself. There's no planned genocides.
Well, there are abstract genocides. We're gonna kill every we're gonna kill every last bit of anti-Islamic feeling in our hearts. We're gonna genocide on that, host Ken. Okay. Now look, when Muhammad, the prophet and son of God, came down, he said a number of things that I think we can all take to heart and live our lives by. He said, look, Muslims, they're out of hand. Just, I don't know. Just don't really try to sort of, I don't know. But the point is, we're not like them, okay? And we're all like, hallelujah. And that in the Bible, you can see it today still. It's in the Christian Bible and in the Quran. So,
On the seventh day of creation, God said, meh.
Yeah.
Kind of, actually.
What I would say is this. If one were to successfully combine those two religions, as I have, then one would be able to bring peace to the world. And so, with this message to all of the viewers of Talking with Famous People, I encourage you to go to Muslim lands and spread the 3 key tenets of Chrislamity. And in this meeting, we're going to decide what those 3 key tenets are.
Followers to send people over there yet.
Hey, Taylor, if you send them, they will go. If you send them, they will go. Do you remember that? It's from a movie.
But we don't have a religion if they all die.
We're going to determine the 3 key tenets right now, okay? Let's figure them out.
I would say the 3 key tenets are bacon, bitches, and burkas.
That sounds like it could be just as plausible as Host Ken argues against the Tupac charge.
Okay, well, but bacon, bitches, and burkas, I think it really doesn't woo the women so much as it does objectify them. So maybe we could go.
Object hates that.
Maybe we
See, and
could
it
go.
just shows how biased you two are, because not once did you consider the feelings of the bacon.
Well, also, I'm hoping for a tenet to be more than one word, right? For example, a tenet might be, I don't know.
You're supposed to be a prophet, Eric.
Muhammad. I'm not the prophet. Muhammad is our prophet. Okay, and well, there is Muhammad is. Okay, our first tenet should be this: Muhammad may not be the only prophet, but he's by far the most badass.
So badass.
Okay, so
did you know that?
What did you just say?
That hot chick international delight.
Ooh, Taylor, you don't want to make enemy. You do not want to. You do. I will. I'm gonna not tell him that. Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm not gonna tell him so he doesn't watch this episode. International delight is the king of solvency. You don't want to make him think you are a problem.
I will say some hail. International delights for my sins.
Okay.
against national delight.
Yeah, I should hope so. Regardless, I think our first tenet is that our prophet may not be the only prophet, or he might be the only prophet, but either way is the most badass. And that of all, I think the second tenet should be, of all the children of God, he disappointed his father the least.
It's uplifting in kind of a backhanded sort of way.
Okay, so the first one is he's...
Wait, but is international delight a prophet?
Okay, well, that's the third tenet, I think. The third tenet is that if you got a serious, serious problem, call international delight. I think that's the third tenet. But note also, it should have some, it's an asterisk tenet. It says, note, international delight may not answer. International delight is very busy. International delight lacks the metaphysical purity of a dead deity, and he's got this sort of kind of demigod status. He can't necessarily handle all of these problems, so it better be serious if you're going to contact him, and you better be persistent. He's not going to necessarily... He needs to see that you're serious before he's going to be serious. That's the tenet. That's the third tenet.
If international delight is like a, demigod or something like that, I push for a motion to have a folk demon be created for this whole thing. Have him be a Mexican luchador named the Judger.
I think that international delight might be a drug dealer, because if you look at the way you get in contact with him, and he sounds like someone who says he's just down the street, he's on his way, he's not going to be there for hours.
But I want to know, though, this Judger, does he just pass judgment? Or does he also adjudicate?
He passively aggressively observes, judges in his mind, and then blogs about it later in a hissy fit.
Does he plan genocides?
Maybe.
Does he ever actually get in the ring?
Occasionally.
He does. Okay, against competition. Has he sustained any luchador injuries?
He once got punched in the kidney so hard he lost the ability to control his bladder for a week.
Has he ever been raped by a bed?
I don't think he is a luchador. I think he is pretending to be a luchador. He's actually a bed rape victims hotline worker. For people who pay. Yeah. A person who works.
No. If we're tracking this like Taylor is implying, then I'm technically a bed rapey.
A bed rapey hotline counselor. That's... What's this person's name again? The Judger.
Judger.
And the problem is, it's a terrible job for the Judger. Oh? You say you got raped, huh? What were you really doing, huh? Did you bring home some tortillas? You know what I'm saying? I think when you bring tortillas into bed, what do you expect, Maria? That's not rape. That's enthusiastic participation, Maria. I saw you. You were riding it like it was a bull. Saying, more, mas. You say, mas. That's not rape, Maria. That's the Judger. He's very judgmental. And I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's funny. I think it triggers people. It's triggering me right now. The times I had such an aggressive bed.
His second job is that he serves people subpoenas written on tortilla shells.
It sounds like he was serving her some beef for that tamale.
Now, wait. My question is, who orders their subpoenas sent out on tortilla shells?
You got to get subpoenas.
What do you mean you didn't?
You got to subpoena someone. You might as well give them a tortilla message so it throws them for a loop and they get pissed at you.
Senor, you cannot say you did not receive the subpoena. I have video of you eating it right here.
Like, remember you went to Taco Loco and got the extra large burrito? You've been served.
Did we get lost in our inning again?
What am I getting up for?
Probably to smoke a cigarette. Smoke a cigarette? I was just inviting you to smoke a cigarette because you can't think of ideas. You might not have known you could come smoke a cigarette. Oh, I need my jacket.
Well,
Where did my jacket go?
I'm sure you guys are having fun in the chat. Just talking to each other. Hello.
I'm sure you're gonna drop the right down.
My arm's not in it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we done? Are we done? We're done with this.